I've traveled back in time to an era of famine where even tree bark is fought over. Next to me lie my parents, who are on the brink of starvation. In the distance, villagers are fighting viciously for bark, just as everyone was about to take their last breath. I touched the space between my eyebrows. Heaven hasn't abandoned me. My premium inventory has traveled with me. Everything is edible. Unlimited capture. Everything in this store is endless. Amo, what's wrong? Don't scare your mother. Mom, I'm fine. Just feeling a little weak. Little brother, drink it while it's hot. Your brother-in-law risked his life to return last night.
He dug up some dried wild greens from the old cellar.
Yao, share this with your parents. Another group of refugees just arrived outside. More than 100 people. Their leader said the rebels are catching up. They'll be here in almost 2 days. Damn it, no food, no water. Over 100 of us. How many more days can we last? Everyone, shut up. You think shouting will get you food? Amo, why did you zone out just now? Are you not feeling well again? Mom, I'm fine. I found something out back when I went to relieve myself. This smells so good. It's even a little sweet. Mr. Shen, what are you eating? Why does it smell so good? Just a bit of dry food I found, that's all. Not enough to share. The supplies in the military goods store are endless. But how do I bring them out? I need to think of a solution. Sir, please let us stay with you. We escaped from Qingzhou in the night. Been walking for 3 days and nights. We can't go any farther. We're all just people in trouble. How many are you? 83, old and young included. Ma'am, are you okay? Don't die on us. Please, just a sip of water. My mother can't hold on much longer. We don't even have water for ourselves. How could we give water to outsiders? Sir, just a mouthful of water. Just a sip, please. You know medicine? A little. My family has practiced medicine for generations. Generations of doctors. Those meds from the goods store have to be used. But I need someone knowledgeable as cover. Save her first. There's water in this pot.
Ma'am.
You're awake. Uncle Liu found more things in the cave behind his house. I'll tell you the details later. I'm Su Jinyu. Thank you for saving my life, sir. May I ask your family name? I'm Shen Mo. No need to be formal. Rest inside first. This young woman owes me a favor. Now there's finally an explanation for those eye patches and treatments. The cave you mentioned is right here. How come no one found it before? It was covered in snow. Last night, I got up to relieve myself. Stepped on the snow crust and found it. What are all these bottles and jars? Never seen anything like this before. These are medical supplies from foreign lands, Mr. Chun once said. Envoys from the previous dynasty brought things like this. Amo, be honest with me. Where exactly did these things come from? Uncle Liu, it's not that I don't want to tell you. It's just not easy to explain. But I, Shen Mo, can swear to the heavens. Everything I do is just to help the people of Xinghua village survive. That's enough for me. If anything comes up later, I'll have your back. You can fool Li Zin, but not everyone. That's Su Jinyu. There's something in his eyes.
He clearly gets it.
The medicine's effect is wearing off. Take the fever medicine with water. Sir, my mother's fever broke after just half a night. And that disinfectant. Even the best pharmacies in the Imperial Hospital couldn't make something like this. What are you trying to say? Sir, don't be nervous. My mother's life means more to me than my secret. My late father worked at the Imperial Hospital. He was wrongfully killed 6 years ago. My mom and I changed our names and have been on the run ever since. All these years fleeing. Where did you get your medicine, sir? I won't ask. I just know without that medicine, my mother wouldn't have survived last night. If anyone asks where your medicine came from, say it's a secret recipe from my family. My father is gone. No one can prove otherwise. Why are you helping me? Because you're helping me. In these times, kindness is harder to find than immortals. There's a long road ahead. I can help you, sir. Using medicine for the villagers from now on. I'll be relying on you, Miss Sue. I know my place. Rest assured, sir. This girl is even more impressive than I thought. Bandits are here. Black Wind Stronghold's men. Black Wind Stronghold are notorious bandits of Qingzhou. They kill without mercy. Uncle Liu, I'll go handle them. You can't do it alone. Huh, you're the leader? You look like a scholar, but you've got some guts. Hand over your food, and I'll let you live. Good sir. We're all refugees here. We really have no food. We managed to hunt 2 rabbits during the day. Ate them already. Bullshit. I clearly smelled stewed meat. Get in there and search for me. My eyes. Thunder, lightning. It's a god. Thunder god has manifested. Run, run. Mr. Shen is a god. He has the protection of thunder. Uncle Liu, please don't do this. I'm not a deity. This is a mechanical lamp. It works similar to a Kongming lantern. It just focuses light in one spot. It's real, not thunder. When I was donating blood, Mr. Chun showed me an ancient book. It was recorded inside, but the materials are hard to find. It took me a long time to make just this one. That black-faced guy will realize sooner or later. It's just light, not thunder, once he figures it out. He'll come back with more men. Uncle Liu, we must leave before dawn. We can't stay here. Brother-in-law, here you go. Found an abandoned hunting bow on the road. I fixed it up. What kind of bow is this? Why does it look like this? It's a modified hunting bow. Uses a pulley system. Try it out. What's this bowstring made of? I can hit a target 100 steps away. Don't make a scene. I'll teach you when things settle down. Dad, let me change your medicine patch. Amo. After that sickness, it's like you've changed completely. Where'd you get all that medicine? All from the cave behind the house. Dad, I just couldn't stand being weak anymore. With the chaos now, if we stay weak, our whole family will die. All right. Doesn't matter how you change. You'll always be my son. The candy is sweet. Eat it sparingly. Big brother, are you a god? Number. I'm just a scholar. Mr. Shen, I prepared these powders overnight. Take them on the road. This girl really is clever and considerate. Pack up, time to leave. We need to travel 10 miles before daylight. Both rebels and bandits are right behind us. 20 miles ahead is Ping'an County, but what? Quickly, say it, the county seat is surrounded. It's not the rebels. It's the Imperial Army. Troops from Pingju Prefecture have blockaded the county. They say they're acting on orders from above. Refugees from Qingzhou are not allowed to enter. It's over, everything is over. Government troops block the path ahead, and rebels are chasing us from behind. Where else can we go? Uncle Liu, I'll go to the county seat to take a look. You're going alone? It's more convenient alone. You all find a place to camp first, and wait for me to return. I'm going with you. I know medicine. If we need to bribe the soldiers, my status as a descendant of the Imperial Medical Academy might help. Fine. But once we reach the checkpoint, you follow my lead. Looking at the banners, it's a battalion from the Pingzhu Guard. That battalion commander should be named Han. Do you know him? I don't, but I recognize the gear. A mechanical device from foreign lands. It works on the same principle as that flashlight. Take this as a token. Say the Imperial Medical Academy gave it to your father back then. Something that glows like this. They've never even seen it before. They will definitely believe you. Mr. Shen, you really have more and more secrets. It's all for survival. Jinyu, do you trust me? I do. Who goes there? Halt. Officer, please inform Commander Han. Tell him the niece of Judge Pei from the Imperial Medical Academy in the capital seeks an audience with Han Ping, commander of the Pingzhu Guard. The lady says she is Judge Pei's niece. What proof do you have? This is a token Uncle Pei gave to my father back then. Commander Han, please take a look. What is this? Luminous jade, a tribute from foreign lands. It's unique to the Imperial Medical Academy. If Commander Han doesn't believe it, you can send someone to the capital to verify. Since you have such a background, miss, why have you ended up here? The rebels caused chaos, and my father unfortunately perished. I fled with my mother, hoping to seek refuge with relatives in Ping'an County. Orders from Superior State that no refugees from Qingzhou are allowed in, to prevent rebel spies from sneaking in. I am also just following orders. Commander Han, what if we can help you solve the trouble in your army? Do you have food? But I know where there is some. Amo, everything is bought as you instructed. It's right under that pile of rocks ahead. How many spots in total? 3 spots. Each bundle is wrapped in oil paper, with stones pressing down on top. It's right here. After the mountain vines die, the roots remain hidden underground. You have to dig up the rocks to find them. Yes. Found it. It really is food. Is this stuff common in the mountains? Only in a few places. But it's enough to feed your soldiers for several days. Commander Han, can you let us into the city now? Let them through. We're here. Finally, we've arrived. God bless us. We've made it alive to a place with city walls. God bless us. A small courtyard costs 3 taels of silver a month. 3 taels is enough for an ordinary family for a year. It's not much, but it's enough to rent this courtyard. Everyone, assign rooms by household. Put your things away first. Sir, while on the street just now, I heard something. The only son of Magistrate Wang has fallen critically ill. A persistent high fever, vomiting and diarrhea. It's been 3 days. The doctors in town are at their wits' end. Some say it might be a possession by spirits. Everyone is too scared to go near. Antipyretics, antibiotics, oral rehydration salts. The shop has them all. Jinyu, do you think it can be treated? If you can provide the medicine used for the villagers before, perhaps it can be cured. But that's the magistrate's only son. If something goes wrong, there are no what-ifs. Go prepare the medical kit. We're going to the yamen. You trust my medical skills, sir? Your family has practiced medicine for generations. Why wouldn't I trust you? Besides, even if you can't cure it, don't you still have me? It's dysentery and he's already dehydrated. If not treated in time, I'm afraid. Magistrate Wang, this is an ancestral secret medicine left by my father, specifically for dysentery. This medicine is extremely rare. Were it not for your son's critical condition, I would not have been willing to use it. Father, son, you're finally awake. Miss Su, Mr. Shen, you are the great benefactors of my Wang family. A reward of 100 taels of silver today. In addition, what else do you need? Just ask, and I will personally see to it. We have a place to stay now. Next, it's time to open the pharmacy. Dr. Su, after taking 2 days of your medicine, my mother's cough is mostly gone. Dr. Su, my child has had a fever for 3 days. Please have a look. Sir, those 2 across the street appeared yesterday and today. Even though they're in plain clothes, their gait is that of soldiers. I see a consistent stride length, backs held straight. They're either soldiers or officers. Could they be after our medicine? Normally, Lingtang Clinic sees over 100 patients a day. And the medicine works so quickly. It would be abnormal if it didn't attract attention. After closing tonight, you go back to the shop in the backyard first. I'll wait here alone. Don't worry, sir. If they wanted to arrest someone, they would have come in during the day. Since they're only tailing us, it means they aren't sure yet. You know who I am? From the Jinyue, right? The bailing post of the Pingzhu Jinyue is located here in Pingyang County. Our clinic has become very famous lately. It would be strange if you didn't investigate. Shenmo, a school teacher from Xinghua village. 3 months ago, you were a frail invalid who couldn't even lift a finger. Now you produce such things. Don't you think we should investigate? Breaking into a private residence is wrong. Since you are with the Jinyue, why not use the front door? If I used the front door, would you still tell the truth? Using the side door won't get you the truth either. Have a seat. My name is Lu Han, a centurion of the Jinyue. Ordered to investigate supernatural occurrences in the Qingzhou area. Someone reported seeing a bolt of heavenly thunder on the desolate mountains north of Qingzhou, which drove back mountain bandits. Does this have anything to do with you? Is the heavenly thunder you mentioned this Centurion Lu? Reflective bronze mirror, battery plates, switch, mechanism. It focuses candlelight into one spot to emit a strong beam of light. To put it plainly, it's just mechanics. If you don't believe me, take it apart and see. It really is a mechanism. Not sorcery. It was never sorcery to begin with. The refugees are ignorant. It's just rumors being spread. And what about your medicine? Things that even the Imperial Medical Academy doesn't have? Where do they come from? An ancestral secret formula. If Centurion Lu doesn't believe it, you can inquire in the capital. My father once served as the commissioner of the Imperial Medical Academy. 6 years ago, due to involvement in palace affairs, he was wrongfully executed over a medical incident. These formulas were my father's life's work. Some use medicinal ingredients from foreign tributes. The academy has no records, because my father was framed before he could present the formulas. I've checked your movements over the past few days. You traded mountain routes for safe passage from the soldiers, brought nearly 200 villagers into the city to settle them, and opened a shop to help the people. Most of the money earned is used to buy grain for the villagers. A sorcerer running a scam wouldn't do these things. The things in your hands are indeed strange. But as long as it's not sorcery that harms the state, the Jinue can't be bothered to care. However, I must warn you, the capital will send someone sooner or later. The next person might not be as easy to talk to as I am. Also, that bandit leader from Blackwind Fortress escaped. My men found out. He's regrouping forces in the Qingzhou area. He might come looking for revenge. Watch yourselves.
He's right.
The capital will send someone eventually. We need to prepare in advance. Prepare what? Since we can't hide it, we might as well display it proactively. Attribute everything to your ancestral secret formulas and my mechanical skills. Make the nobles above feel that we are useful. Starting today, this is now our R&D workshop, Taiju. This is a recurve bow improved based on compound bow principles. Bamboo slats combined with beef tendon. It doesn't need pulleys to increase range. Take a few skilled men and make some copies. This bow is lighter than a regular hunting bow, but hits harder. Prime Minister Shen, how does your brain work? Just read more books. Crush these rations. Mix them with roasted flour and sugar. Press them into cakes with oiled paper. This is called marching rations. A small piece is enough for a meal. It can be stored for a month without spoiling. If the soldiers defending the city had this bow, the rebels would fall before reaching the walls. Master Wang, you're too kind. These are all rough copies. The real refined ones need more time. This stuff will be useful in the field. Shenmo, your inventions. I want to equip our city garrison with them. Thank you for your support, sir. I'll do my best. With your equipment, our defenders in Ping'an County will be much more confident. This is just the start. The best military equipment hasn't even been brought out yet. Amo, are we being too high profile making all this stuff? If word reaches the capital, that's even better. We want the court to see every invention I, Shenmo, present can be inspected and verified by engineering principles. Report. The rebel vanguard, 3,000 strong, is only 20 li from the city. 3,000 men, I have less than 500 soldiers. Not even 800 with local volunteers. The city walls are old and crumbling. We lack enough defensive equipment. We hardly have any arrows. What are we going to do? Shenlo, you're resourceful. Do you have any plan to push back the enemy? The rebels' biggest advantage is numbers. Their biggest weakness is supplies. If we hold out for the first 2 days and make them drag out the fight, they'll retreat when their food runs out. But how do we defend? 800 against 3,000. We don't have enough arrows. Give me 3 days. I can make something. By the time the rebels reach the city in 3 days, I'll put them in the hands of our defenders. Oh, 10 sets. All of them these improved hunting bows. These signal arrows feel different. What's this material for the casing? Don't ask about the materials. Before sunrise, you and your men move all this into the armory. Just say the workshop made them overnight. This is called anti-stab armor. Distribute it to those guarding the city gates. It can't stop a heavy broadsword slash, but it can handle arrows and spear tips. How can so few defend against so many? Han Qianhu, have the archers switch to these. These shoot twice as far as regular hunting bows, and triple the accuracy. Where did these bows come from? The workshop rushed to make them in 3 days and nights. With these arrowheads, they can pierce leather armor. Signal flares and anti-stab gear are ready. Let them come. Fire! Loose the arrows! Qianhu, sir, we're almost out of arrows. We can't hold them off. What is that? It's dawn archers, switch to compound bows. Aim for the riders and commanders. Keep shooting. Keep launching signal arrows. They're retreating. The rebels are falling back. Your signal arrows are so useful. With these, the rebels can't gain an advantage in night battles. This was just a probe. The real tough battle is still ahead. They'll definitely attack again. Prime Minister Shen said, pour this powder into the upstream water. It's colorless and tasteless. Takes half a day to affect anyone who drinks it. No one will notice, right? Relax, it's an ancestral remedy from Dr. Su's family. No way it can be detected. What's going on? Half our camp has diarrhea. Sir, not sure why. Everyone by Kushui is vomiting and has diarrhea. Those are the imperial reinforcements. It's the Pingzhu banner. The rebels ran away. Pingyang County has been liberated. You're Shenmo, the one who makes the signal arrows. The one who improved a hunting bow and invented marching rations. That's me. Shenmo, I've looked into you. 3 months ago, you were living in Xinghua village, a bedridden teacher. But how did a school teacher learn all this stuff? The Lord's study had quite the collection of books. I've liked studying everything since I was a kid. After my family fell on hard times, I traveled around the country. I've seen many trades and crafts. I just draw connections and apply what I know. The general needs talented people, and you also have a clean background. In troubled times, it doesn't matter where you're from. As long as you're capable, I'm ordered to screen and recruit talents. And right now, we need skilled folks like you. If your devices could be promoted to the whole army, our forces would be unstoppable. Shenmo, are you willing to serve in my army? May I ask what you'd want me to do, General? Test your signal arrows, compound bows, and food supplies with the troops. Then promote them throughout the army. If you succeed, I'll petition for your reward, guarantee you a bright future. I accept, but with one condition. Say it, no matter where I go with the army. I must take my family and fellow villagers with me. I brought them all the way from that ruined house. Can't leave them behind. That's true loyalty. You're a real man. All right, you have my word. Young master, I heard you've agreed to join General Qin and suppress the rebels. We leave for Jinyuan in 3 days. You don't have to come with me. The military is dangerous. You're just a young lady. Precisely because it's dangerous. I must go even more. Your medicines need someone to explain where they came from. If you get hurt, you need someone to tend to you. And if you leave, there's no point in me staying here. Jinyu. Let's talk after this war is over. Since the day we left the broken house, this girl has always been by my side. Now, she won't even stay behind when I go to war. She's more important than anything. Shenmo, you said we should first improve communication. How should we improve it? This is already an upgraded short-range transmitter. It allows us to talk using a specific channel. The range is 5 li. Brother Danyu, can you hear me from the rear of the team? I can hear you loud and clear. This thing is unbelievable. It feels like you're speaking right next to my ear. You can transmit messages in real time within 5 li. This is at least 10 times faster than a messenger. This is also mechanical engineering. Yes, it uses a special magnetic stone and resonant sound transmitting materials, which are rare. I've only made 2 pairs so far. Quartermaster. Starting today, add this to the army rations. It's a compressed cake of fried flour, salt, sugar, and fat. Each piece is wrapped in oiled paper. It's enough for a meal. It can last for a month without spoiling. It's faster than cooking over a fire. No need to worry about rain. With this solution from Mr. Shen, the load can be reduced by 30%. This is the improved blueprint by Master Shen, used to make this reverse bamboo bow. It's made from bamboo strips and cow tendons. It has double the range of the popo bows you usually use. Shenmo, this telescope can see up to 10 li away. Your walkie-talkie can transmit sound for 5 li. Your rations can cut supply weight by 30%. Your bow doubles the range for regular soldiers. Who exactly are you? Just a school teacher trying to survive. I've compiled all the blueprints and principles for these inventions. General, you can report to the Ministry of War and have them checked at any time. No matter who you are, as long as you're on my side, I'll consider you one of us. General, you wanted to see me? A confidential letter from the Ministry of War. See for yourself. It's directed at me. Someone has reported my devices to the capital. I've already replied to the Ministry of War, saying all your equipment is improved versions. Absolutely not witchcraft. But the ministry might not believe it. The court is sending an imperial inspector. He's already on his way. Zhou Wenyuan is known for his integrity. He hates anything supernatural or mysterious. Anyone who ends up in his hands will suffer even if they survive. General, I have a request. After the imperial inspector arrives, please don't defend me. Just let him investigate me. What do you mean? I have blueprints for everything, with explanations and breakdowns. They can withstand examination. If he wants to inspect, let him inspect. I'll take them apart for him on the spot. You'd better be prepared. Let him see with his own eyes how this witchcraft is really just mechanical engineering. Who is Shenmo? I am Shenmo. Lord Zhou, all the witchcraft and evil devices you want to inspect are here. Every single part, every blueprint. I can explain each one on the spot. What is this? It's a type of spotlight. It gathers candlelight using a reflective copper mirror, then focuses it with a crystal lens, producing an extremely bright beam. You can try it yourself, sir. It's definitely mechanical. What about this? It's an improved split bow. Uses pulleys to save strength. The bowstring is made of specially treated animal tendons. The more you pull a regular split bow, the harder it gets. But this one is actually easier to pull at full draw. If you have the strength, sir, you can try it out. This is the improved flare you asked to see. It's made with a special gunpowder blend. It burns in layers. The bottom lifts it into the air. The top emits a bright flash. Same principle as the Army's signal cannons, just more refined. Shenmo, you're right about everything. But you need to understand, many people would rather believe in ghosts and spirits than believe in science. Here's an impeachment letter from the censorate against General Qin. It accuses General Qin of harboring a sorcerer and using witchcraft to stir up the army. If they don't deal with it, there could be chaos. Lord Zhou, this impeachment letter talks about heavenly thunder striking bandits and flares bright as the sun. Those were the same signal flares I just disassembled. They're all part of the same batch. Every item can be taken apart. Every item has a blueprint. May I ask, sir, is there any other evidence? No, but the Jinyue North Station also forwarded an investigative report. Lu Han, a Jinyue commander, did a secret investigation in Qingzhou for over a month and concluded these are indeed mechanical devices with nothing supernatural. So Lu Han was the one who filed that report? I owe him a favor now. From now on, any new device you come up with must first be inspected by me. Only after confirming its mechanical engineering can it be used. I am willing to write detailed explanations and illustrated manuals for all my devices and present them to the Imperial Armory before the final ruling. I'll make sure nothing happens to you. Thank you, sir. That was close. Old Joe is famous for being hard to deal with. I can't believe you convinced him, because I really don't practice any witchcraft. Before the ruling, he guarantees my safety. So in other words, after the ruling, there are no guarantees. Jinyun, fall in behind me. Shenmo, long time no see. Did you think that thunderbolt would scare me? I'm here to settle the score with you. Even revenge has its price. If you know what's good for you, hand over those mechanical devices, and maybe I'll spare your life. Looking for trouble. What is this thing? Seize him. How did the Black Wind bandits sneak in? They must have been paid off by the rebels, sneaked into camp at night to assassinate us. The rebels bribed the bandits to carry out the hit. That's my negligence. General, what happened with Black Wind made me realize something. I can't just rely on others for protection. I need my own troops. Your own troops? Select 50 elite soldiers from the army for special training with improved devices. We'll handle night raids, infiltration, recon, decapitation, and assassinations. Regular troops can't do these jobs. I'll provide the equipment. I'll handle the training. But the unit will still report to you, General. We'll obey army orders only. Let's call it the Divine Engine Battalion. The unit reports to me. But you fund it yourself. So you're trying to build your own power base. You've misunderstood, General. I just want to stay alive. If the rebels can bribe the bandits and sneak into my tent once, they can do it again. I'm willing to serve you, General, but only if I can keep myself alive first. Fine. You get 50 men, But one condition. They must be soldiers from my army, who follow army orders only. If you want them to do anything else, you'll need my approval. Thank you, General. The training you'll undergo next will make you hate me. But once you get through, you'll be the strongest soldiers in the land. Take them to the abandoned manor outside the city. Starting today, you'll eat and sleep there. First lesson, distance running with weight. Each person carries a 30-jin sandbag and runs 10 laps around the manor. With 50 men, there are enough for everyone. Outfit them with compound bows, high-beam flashlights, and signal flares. This divine engine battalion will be a nightmare for any traitor at night. Danu, take 10 men and sneak in from the left. Take out the sentry Tiju first. You take 10 men and guard the perimeter. Use the compound bows to pick off anyone who runs out. The rest of you follow me straight into the granary. The very moment the high-power flashlights light up, they will be stunned for 3 breaths of time. Within these 3 breaths, shoot all your arrows. Then, regardless of the outcome, retreat immediately. Don't worry. Once the fire is set, retreat. Shenmo, your unit is even more ruthless than I thought. More than half of the grain has been burned. The rebels won't last more than 3 days. In 3 days, I will personally lead the army to storm the city. Have your Shenji battalion follow behind my vanguard. As you command. Amo, you're finally back. Mother has nightmares every day, fearing that something bad might happen to you on the battlefield. Mother, aren't I perfectly fine? Sir, there is one thing I have never told you. In fact, my surname is not Su. My original surname is Pei. My father is actually the imperial physician Pei Wenyuan. When the Pei family met with disaster, my mother took me and changed our names. We fled all the way, and finally met you, sir. Why didn't you say so earlier? Because you are a man of the imperial court. If my identity were known, it would implicate you. But now the imperial envoy has come to investigate you, and the censorate has impeached you. I can no longer hide it, and let you take risks for me in ignorance. The court's suspicion will come sooner or later. Instead of waiting for them to act, it's better if we take the initiative to withdraw. Yanzhou is far away from the capital and the emperor's reach. With your uncle there to receive us, the Shenji battalion, and the equipment from the military store, we might just be able to carve out a world for ourselves. The impeachment memorial from the censorate, though suppressed by Zhou Wenyuan, that old man made it very clear. Until the rebellion is suppressed, he will certainly protect me. The implication being, the reckoning will come once the war is over. So that's why you asked about Yanzhou. Yes. When the hares are killed, the hounds are cooked. The court even sidelined General Qin's reputation. A capable person of unknown origin like me will be the greatest hidden threat once the war is over. Your uncle has old subordinates there. They are the best reinforcements. Are you truly willing to give up your future? You've already reached this level in the army, and General Qin appreciates you. When have I ever lied to you? A future is given by the court, and the court can take it back. But northern Jing is the territory we fought for ourselves. No one can take that away. Then what do you plan to do, sir? Establish a foothold first, then plan to overturn the case. Regarding your father's matter, the time is not yet right. It cannot be made public. Once we reach northern Jing, you must listen to me. Qin Lai has merit in suppressing the rebellion.
He is appointed as the general of northern peace.
The general is to be transferred immediately to the northern border. The Shenji Battalion will remain in Qingzhou to await orders. All weapons and equipment held must be urgently handed over to the Directorate of Military Weapons for inspection. A promotion in title but a demotion in power, transferring me to the frozen wasteland of the northern border, and even detaining the Shenji Battalion. They want to disarm you. General, there's no need to blame yourself. I anticipated this long ago. I have failed you. When I first brought you into the army, I promised to protect your future. Now that the general is guarding the northern border, the general still has troops. As for me, I still have the blueprints, my brains, and a group of skilled craftsmen. Once we reach the northern border, the sky is high and the emperor is far away. Even if the court wants to interfere, they won't be able to. What are you trying to say? Instead of staying in Qingzhou to be stripped bare by the Directorate of Military Weapons, it's better to head north with the general. There are large areas of unclaimed wasteland around Yangzhou. The general has the right to allocate wasteland for refugees to cultivate. My people can take root and cultivate the land there, while simultaneously forging military equipment for the general. On the surface, it's land reclamation. In reality, it's managing the rear for the general. The court doesn't trust you. But I do. Once in northern Jing, you just go ahead and do what you need to do. As long as you don't act against the court and don't harm the people, I will pretend I know nothing. This trust from the general, Shenmo will remember it. Uncle Liu, the imperial decree has arrived. I am going north to Yangzhou with General Qin. You take the fellow villagers and head out first under the guise of land reclamation in northern Jing. Yangzhou is a lonely and cold place, but it's much better than staying in Qingzhou to be liquidated. I'll take the elderly, weak women and children first. How many will stay behind? Zhou Denyu and Zhao Dilu take 10 brothers from the Shenji Battalion to secretly escort you. The rest of us will go north with the main army. Jinyu, have you contacted your uncle? The carrier pigeon has been sent. Uncle will meet us in Yangzhou. He'll prepare a place to stay and food. Good. Uncle Liu, after you reach Yangzhou, look for Pei Yanqing first. He is Jinyu's uncle. He will receive you there. The villagers will temporarily settle near his mountain stronghold. Wait for me to arrive before we make a unified plan.
Amo.
The lives of over 100 people in Xinghua village were picked up by you from the ruins. Wherever you go, we will follow. We've only just reached the border of Yangzhou, and it's already freezing like this. The Vanguard scouts report that Yangzhou city is 10 miles ahead. But this whole way is frozen ground and barren mountains. There isn't even a place to take shelter from the wind. Give this to the brothers with the worst frostbite. Apply the frostbite ointment to exposed skin first. You even brought this along. What's the weather like in northern Jing? I asked around before we came. Brother Danu, these are cold weather masks. Distribute them to the team members and those who are old or weak. So similar, too similar. You and your mother are carved from the same mold. You have suffered all these years. What suffering did I endure? It's you two, mother and daughter, who suffered. So this is Shen Mo, young Master Shen. Jinyu praised you to the skies in her letter, saying you are some kind of mastermind, and that you have things even more powerful than the courts. Uncle Pei, if you don't mind, just call me a Mo. Straightforward. I like young men like you. Let's go into the mountains to talk. This place is even more ideal than I imagined. All the land north of the state city is unclaimed wilderness. The imperial court's orders can't reach here. Nomads occasionally come south to cause trouble, but it's never on a large scale. We move forward in 3 steps. Step 1. Establish a foothold. Use supplies from the military goods store to exchange for silver and grain. Apply to the Yunzhou government for land reclamation permits. General Qin has the authority to allocate land to refugees for farming. The villagers will be the first settlers. Uncle Pei's former troops. They know the terrain well. Let's help the villagers pick the best spot to settle. That's easy, the riverside land at the foot of the mountain. There's water and firewood. Once developed, it will be fertile farmland. Step 2. Operations. Improve farming tools. Build irrigation works. Reclaim wasteland. At the same time, take the refined salt from the military store, high-purity sugar and special medicines, package them as Beijing specialties, and sell them to the south through trade routes. The apricot forest hall branch can be set up in the county. While treating patients, those medicines will have legal distribution channels. Step 3. Expansion. Attract refugees to settle in Yunzhou. Expand the Divine Machinery Battalion. Equipment will be supplied from the military store. Training will be handled by the veteran members. Shen Mo, this 3-step plan of yours, farming, trading, and raising soldiers, this isn't just land reclamation. This is about claiming territory and establishing borders. I've never thought about claiming territory. I just want to help the court defend the frontier. Help the general guard the border. Talking to you. I always feel like I'm the one taking orders. Fine, I'll let you go ahead with it. I'll support you with the imperial court. 3 months ago, this was still frozen wasteland. 3 months later, village, fields, barracks, pharmacy, everything's here. Shen Mo, how did you even pull this off? It wasn't just me. When villagers have land to farm, they have energy. Uncle Pei's former troops have hope, so they're motivated. I just set up the framework. We've old folks been cooped up in the mountains for 6 years. Today, we can finally live openly down on the flatlands. Uncle Pei, this is just the beginning. From now on, our territory will keep growing. The permit from Yunzhou government is here. Land reclamation and settlement official, rank 9. The position is small, but in Yunzhou, with this official status, whatever we do is legitimate. It's just rank 9, but it's an official title given by the imperial court. With this, we're no longer undocumented in Yunzhou. Here. Is our roots now? Come here. I don't have much time left. There's something I want to ask you. Go ahead. Are you willing to marry Jinyu? I am. Good. I know you're capable. I also know you care about important things. Jinyu won't be wronged with you. After I'm gone, you two should get married. Don't let her be all alone. Mom. Don't worry. As long as I'm here, I'll protect her. Bow to heaven and earth. Bow to the parents. Bow to each other as husband and wife. Good, the ceremony is done. Shen Mo. You're great in every way. Except you're way too smart. But I know you're not a bad person. Treat her well. Now you should call her Mrs. Shen. General, rest assured. Ever since Jin Yu was in that broken house, I've wanted to say something to you. What is it? Thank you for not treating me like a monster. In this world, you're the first person to know my secret. And the only one who isn't afraid of me. Who said I'm not scared? The first time I saw you pull out that glowing thing, I was terrified. But later I realized, no matter how many strange things you have, you're still the soft-hearted teacher. Come, let me show you something. Host's core secret detected. Disclosed to trusted person. Junpin supplement system fully upgraded. Physical transfer between two persons imminent. No wonder. No wonder your stuff is so odd. Everything here doesn't feel like it's from this dynasty. These medicines, these devices, these glowing gadgets, because they weren't. I don't even know why it came with me. But since it's here, I have to use it for something. How long do you plan to keep these secrets? For as long as I can. Qin Lai will be transferred sooner or later. The imperial court's suspicion won't vanish just because Zhou Wenjuan suppresses another impeachment. One day, these secrets won't be safe anymore. What will you do then? By then, we'll be strong enough that they won't dare touch us. Jin Yu has a long road ahead. General Qin can't stay in Beijing forever. The court will eventually notice us. I need to prepare a force ahead of time, that even without General Qin's protection, can protect everyone. Are you willing to help me? Husband, what are you talking about? I'm yours now. Who else would I help but you? From a broken house in the snow to finding roots in Beijing. From being alone to having a home and business. It's so lucky to have met someone like you. No matter what secrets you have, I'm sticking with you. We've lost another 360 mu this month. The people from the south said their hometown suffered a locust disaster. Following the usual practice, able-bodied men joined the reclamation team. The weak women and children are sent to Apricot Forest Hall for health checks first. Children go to the learning hall. Have the workshop follow this design, 50 crossbows that are half as light as the current ones. And the range increased by 30%. All right. Brother Shen, all 500 have finished training. Night battle, ambush, infiltration, scouting, signal coordination. They've mastered all the tactics you wanted. Nomads came south earlier than usual this year. Scout reports say they've already been spotted at the border. Small cavalry units with double sentries. Increased night patrols from 3 shifts to 5. Emo. What did General Qin say to you when he left back then? The court doesn't trust me, but he trusts these people. He entrusted them to me. Nomads are more active this year than before. The scout says. Several small northern tribes were swallowed up by one big tribe. They combined their forces, claiming 100,000. The peaceful days are coming to an end. General Qin, Lord Zhou. Lu, the centurion. What brings you all to this backwater of mine? The middle of nowhere. Shen Mo, you've made quite a stir these past few years. People say you're practically a living legend. It's all just the merchants exaggerating. Among the three of you, back then, Shenmo, I inspected your machinery. Although I confirmed it was mechanical engineering, I also said I'd be keeping an eye on you. All these years, everything you've done in Beijing, the court has seen it all. His Majesty has a decree. His Majesty salutes Shen Mo, supervisor of the northern border farms. For your merit, you're now also Deputy Magistrate of Yunzhou and Commander of the Northern Border Militias. You'll oversee both civil and military affairs in 3 counties in the north. Deputy Magistrate of Yunzhou holds a 6th-level official rank. Commander of the Northern Border Militias holds direct military authority. The court just handed me 2 important positions at once. What does this mean? It means they're promoting you. Because the court needs something from you. The Hu nomads are making a massive push south, claiming to have 100,000 cavalry. The court has fewer than 30,000 troops in the north. Shen Mo, the court needs your people, your inventions, your methods. As long as you can stop the Hu nomads, you'll be a hero of Great Langyang. Lord Zhou, what does the censory say? Bah, those stubborn scholars don't understand anything. All they know is how to impeach. I'm just telling it how it is. Shen Mo has no intent to rebel. Having someone like him is a blessing for the court. The Northern Bureau has been secretly investigating Mr. Shen's businesses. Everything he's done benefits the people. He has no treasonous intent. Thank you all for speaking up for me. Shen Mo will remember this. No need to thank us yet. If you can stop the Hu nomads, you're a hero. If you can't, General Lord Zhou, Liu Beiding, please report back to His Majesty for me. Shen Mo is responsible for defending this land. I will not fail His Majesty's trust. Father, husband, what are you looking at? The 100,000 cavalry. And also our city. Are you afraid? Not at all. I've never just been protecting a city, but the people who follow me. So what if there are 100,000 cavalry? I came prepared. And there are people I must protect. The Hu vanguard will be here in 5 days. Starting today, the whole city goes on war alert. All 500 soldiers of the Shenji camp return to duty. Leaves are cancelled. The Shenji camp is already assembled at the training ground, awaiting orders at any moment. From now on, the workshop runs 3 shifts. Big Niu, keep an eye on the military compound bows. Rush another 100 ballistae. Double our ammunition production. Got it. The foundry fires haven't gone out. I'll oversee this myself, Uncle Liu. Villagers report to logistics for service duties, in charge of moving ammunition. Reinforce the city walls. Elderly, women, and children will join the kitchens and first aid teams. Already assigned. Every family has someone involved. No one is hiding away. Jinyu. Pick 20 medical apprentices from Xinglin Hall and form a medical team. I'll provide the first aid kits and medicine. We've already picked the medical team. Are there enough first aid kits? Enough. Uncle Li, you'll lead your old unit to join the Shenji camp. Your old brothers have fought the Hu for half their lives. They have more experience than the younger men. I've been waiting 6 years for this very day. All we've saved for 3 years, we're using it all now. Arm every archer with one. Big Niu, tell the brothers. After 3 years of waiting, this is the day we've been preparing for. The vanguard is about 5,000 strong. This cavalry is just testing us. Hong Zi, stop cursing. He's saying everyone on the city wall is a coward, afraid to go out and fight. Brother Shen asked me to lead a team out. To handle him, no signal flares needed. Just fire straight at his head. Compound archers, aim for their centurion. Ballisti, stand by. They're retreating. The Hu are retreating. We won the first battle. How do you plan to celebrate? No need to celebrate. This was just a probe. The main force is still coming. Dishan. The main force is coming, not less than 100,000. So many, but not so many at the same time. They're all looking up at me. 100,000 cavalry is intimidating. But they have one big problem. They've never seen our weapons. Never seen arrows that pierce leather armor. Never seen fire arrows that light up the night sky. Never seen explosives that blow catapults to smithereens. Tonight we'll show them. Fire everything together. Give them a lesson they'll never forget. Shenji Camp's night raid unit, get ready to move out. The enemy headquarters, Wolf's Head. Remember this, down in the dirt. Fire 3 volleys, then retreat. No extended fights. Understood. Release arrows. Heavenly soldiers are coming down. Don't panic, don't. They lost at least 3,000 men overnight. Most were trampled by their own men. 3,000 is a conservative estimate. Their main camp commander, last night, lost at least 5 captains of 1,000 or higher. That's exactly the effect I wanted. Let them fear the night even before they try to attack our walls. Shenmo. Just how much more are you still hiding? All ballisti, aim at the catapult. Fire. Shen, the eastern wall has been reached by their siege ladders. The brothers can't hold any longer. Pei Shu, come with me to the east wall. You dare to come up the gate I'm guarding. My husband is up there. I'm right here. Go back and bandage the wounded on the ramparts. No need. I'll keep watch. We can hold on. How many have they lost today? At least 5,000. But we've suffered over 200 casualties as well. We're almost out of arrows. Ballista ammo is less than 30% remaining. Why didn't you wipe your face? I forgot. 372 wounded were sent over today. 211 were saved. You promised me you'd come back alive. And here I am, Anna. I really didn't want to take this thing out. Too hard to explain. If Zhou Wenyuan finds out, he'll skin me alive. But surviving comes first. Shen, the Hitan are gathering again. Everyone fall back behind the gate and prepare for street fighting. No need for street fighting. Throw this under their battering ram with a catapult. One is enough. Get down. Everyone, get down. Shenjing out of the city to pursue the enemy. Drive the routed soldiers toward their main camp. The Khan sent me to make peace. Please, General, state your terms. First, withdraw 300 li from the northern border. Second, compensate us with 1,000 war horses and 10,000 cattle and sheep. Third, do not invade the south for 30 years. These three conditions, not a single one less. 300 li is too much. All our pastures are in that region. 1,000 war horses is too much as well. Can you reduce it to 500? Let me tell you this, Khan. This time what we blew up was a teacup. Next time it'll be his precious baton. General Qin, the contract is now in effect. Remember what I said. Next time, it won't be just a little powder. 100,000 cavalry, dealt with by just one sack of gunpowder and some powder by you. Shenmo, how are you going to explain this to the imperial court this time? I'll just tell them the truth. Improved gunpowder formula. The formula is already written out. Schematics are ready. If Zhou Wenyuan asks, just show it to him. You even prepped your explanation in advance. Mu, hand over the Hitan's horses and cattle in 3 days. You've been fighting against the Hitan for half your life, and I've never seen them sign so quickly. Sign it. Your Majesty, great victory in the northern frontier. 100,000 Hitan cavalry invaded the south. Deputy Commander Shen Mo of Yunzhou led the army and civilians in a courageous defense. In one battle, destroyed the enemy's giant battering ram, killed several thousand, forced the Hitan and Great Han to sign an agreement. Withdraw 300 li from the northern border. I heard Shen Mo didn't use ordinary weapons. It was sorcery. I personally inspected all of Shen Mo's devices in the north. Each one had schematics and explanations. It's an improved gunpowder formula. I've brought it back to the armory for inspection. They are all mechanical devices. Definitely not witchcraft. Here is the North Jinyue's 3-year investigation report. Everything Shen Mo made is scientifically sound, all for the people's benefit. There is no suspicion of rebellion. Shen Mo rendered great service in defending our land. Issue a decree to infect Shen Mo as Marquis of the Northern Frontier with 10,300,000 households. Next, the old case of Pei Wenyuan. Order the 3 judicial offices to reopen the investigation. There's one more thing on the imperial edict. Your father's case. The court wants to reopen the investigation. It's been 6 years. Father has finally waited for this day. Dad, do you hear this? Your daughter did it. Commoner Pei Yanyan, formerly a frontier officer. After my elder brother was killed, I led our old troops to the northern border. The items in this chest were entrusted to me for safekeeping by Lord Pei before he was framed. It's a copy of the case files, along with correspondence. Why weren't these letters produced back then? Sir, Lord Pei was arrested so suddenly. Liu Cheng bribed everyone who had access to the files. If I had turned these over then, it couldn't have saved Lord Pei, and these materials wouldn't have survived either. All I could do was wait. Summon Liu Cheng. Liu Cheng, is this secret letter really in your own handwriting? Sir, this is clearly a forgery. 6 years after Pei Wenyuan's death, his remaining followers somehow produced fake letters. Lord Liu claims the letter is forged. But does the scar on the back of your left hand still exist? My father's medical records state Lord Liu's left hand was burned by a medicine stove. Your family personally bandaged it for you. Could that scar be faked? Liu Cheng forged evidence, framed his colleague, bribed palace attendants. Are you aware of your crimes? Liu Cheng framed his colleague, forged evidence, bribed palace attendants, which led to Pei Wenyuan's wrongful death. All titles revoked, exiled to the borderlands, never to be pardoned. Fei Wuzhong. The imperial edict, Pei Wenyuan's wrongful case is redressed. This brings me much comfort. Pei Wenyuan is reinstated to his official post. His daughter Pei Jinyu is granted the title of county princess, bestowed with the title Jiao, thus decreed. Subject's daughter accepts the edict with gratitude. Father, you may rest in peace now. Uncle has preserved all the evidence. Shen Mo helped your daughter organize every case file. The one who did you wrong has already been punished. You told me before you passed to live well. I remember your words. I married a good man. His name is Shen Mo.
He's a teacher.
And also a truly remarkable person. Big brother. Up in heaven, can you hear me? And is a Mo here? There's something on this repeating crossbow blueprint I don't get. Up on the city wall. He said he'd show 9-9 the sunset today. Daddy camels. That's not a camel. It's a pack horse carrying our Peking glazed tiles and medicine. They're to be sold far, far away. Mama, Daddy. Husband, what are you thinking about? Thinking about this year. From an ordinary, constrained life to now. We've finally enjoyed some peace. But it's still not enough. Beijing needs more refugees to cultivate the land, needs more merchant caravans for trade. Needs more schools so every child can read. When our daughter grows up, she shouldn't just know herbs and crossbows. She needs to study. You're already thinking so far ahead. Is it far? 9-9 should start school next year? 9-9, remember this place. This is our home. General Chin, why didn't you send a letter ahead of time? No time. I rode here straight from the capital. Shen Mo, there's movement in the court against you. Some accuse me of holding too much military power. You guessed it. 3 censors submitted a joint memorial. They say as Northern Border Marquis, you control the Shenji camp, and also act as training commander, military and civil power in one hand. If you aren't stripped of power, it may lead to disastrous consequences. This time, it's not something Zhou Wenyuan can handle. The memorial went straight to His Majesty. As expected, the war is over. The Hitans have retreated. With no enemy, I have become the biggest threat. The paperwork to return Shenji camp to the Ministry of War was done 3 days ago. I'm only keeping 500 bodyguards. The rest will join the Beijing garrison. Please review, General. I wrote it the night we defeated the Hitans. Delayed until today, to wait for the court's move. If they speak first, it seems forced. If I turn it involuntarily, it shows I know my place. Shen Mo, you're the smartest person I've met, and the most tactful. Staying alive is most important. Military power was granted by the court. If the court wants it back, every day I hold on to it is another chance for disaster. I'll submit this paperwork for you. 500 guards are enough for you to stay safe in Beijing. Don't expand again. Don't worry, I know my limits. By the way, any other news from the capital? Shen Mo, I heard you used a kind of signal arrow in the north, one that explodes in the night sky, as bright as daylight. Some call it a divine weapon from heaven. Others claim it's witchcraft. What do you say it is? Your Majesty, what else but witchcraft could it be? I beg Your Majesty to look into it. Your Majesty, it's just a device. Its structure is the same as military signal cannons. Gunpowder at the base propels it into the sky. A special mixture at the top releases a flare. I've submitted all blueprints and formulas to the Armory Bureau. The Armory Bureau can verify them. If even one part is not mechanical, I'm willing to accept the crime of deceiving the Emperor. The Armory Bureau has finished the review. All blueprints and formulas submitted by Shen Mo are reproducible. This is indeed a device. Truly a device. Shen Mo, would you demonstrate it in the palace? As you command, Your Majesty, please step outside. Your Majesty and all the officials, please take a good look. This light. The sun is still up. If used in a night battle, the enemy would have nowhere to hide. Such a fine example of mechanical engineering. Shen Mo, this signal arrow of yours, I witnessed it with my own eyes. That's real skill. Send an imperial order to the Lord of the Northern Frontier. Shen Mo has performed meritorious service. The devices are excellent. Grant him 100 taels of gold and 100 bolts of brocade. Approve the hereditary title for the House of the Northern Frontier Marquis. I thank Your Majesty for your great favor. We made it through today. But don't think that's the end of it. There are still censorate officials watching you.
I know.
The memorial to impeach me for controlling troops. It was submitted by them, right? News of you voluntarily relinquishing command hasn't spread yet. Once it does, those people won't have anything to say for a while. But they'll find something else to nitpick. Be on your guard. Lu Baizhu, you've been helping me for 3 years, and I've never had a chance to thank you in person. Are you free tonight? How about a drink with me? From Qingzhou to Ping'an County. From Ping'an County to Beijing. Every blueprint of yours, every package of medicine, every single person involved. I've checked them all. And what did you find? I found you always used engineering techniques. And I found you saved more people than you harmed. I also uncovered the old case. Su Jinyu's father, Pei Wenyuan. He and my father were close friends. The year academician Pei was framed. My father was implicated and demoted for defending him. He died in grief 3 years later. I joined the Jinyue just to get to the bottom of that case. I worked in the Northern Bureau for 6 years, searching every single file from that year. I found a destroyed copy of the case. I locked onto Liu Cheng, but I was missing a living witness who survived 3 assassination attempts. And then you appeared with Pei Yanqing and that box of letters. You brought Liu Cheng to the Dali Temple. Why didn't you tell me sooner? The Jinyue can't take sides in investigations. If I had told you earlier, the Northern Command would have doubted my motives for investigating, and Su Jinyu's injustice wouldn't have been redressed. Now the case is closed, and my father can finally rest in peace. That's why today I can sit here and drink with you. Lu Han, I've investigated you for 3 years, and finally found you're not some monster. You're a good person. Does that count as Jinyue certification? Of course it does. Lord Shen, sir, according to the blueprints you left years ago, the replicas we've made are at least 30% less precise than the originals from Beijing. We're not sure where the problem is. They're not used just by sun-drying directly. You have to soak them in salt water for 3 days, then air-dry. That's how you get the right toughness. When quenching the arrowheads, you need to control the water temperature. Too cold or too hot will both affect the hardness. Bring me a charcoal pencil. I'll draw it for you. Steel becomes brittle if rapidly cooled at high temperature, so it needs tempering. That's reheating it at a low temperature. For the cooling agent, use 70% sulfur, 20% charcoal, and 10% layered filling. Pack it tightly and seal with wax before roasting. Fourth brother, protect the Marquis. Stay in the carriage, don't come out. A husband. We just caught the last of the Blackwind bandits, along with a corrupt official already impeached by the censorate. They hired a killer together. I was 1 step late. Not too late. Just in time for the end. Why are you so foolish? You could have dodged it. Covering for you isn't foolish. The assassin confessed who paid him. It was the same person who impeached you in court back then. Censor Liu was demoted for corruption, and he blames you for it. He hired the Blackwind bandit survivors as killers. Censor Liu also admitted one more thing. The deputy envoy Liu Cheng who framed academician Pei, before going to jail, left a stash of gold and silver at Censor Liu's house. Tiju. How many Black Wind bandits are left? The scouts just returned. About 20-something. They're hiding in an abandoned fort north of Qingzhou. Without a leader, they're no longer a threat. Take 200 Shenjing soldiers and coordinate with Lu captains Jin Yue. Wipe them out in 3 days. Brother Lu, the Jin Yue have already started searching Censor Liu's house. The Northern Command Chief arrived yesterday. Shen Mo, you've got guts. I'll haunt you even in death. I told you, you wouldn't get so lucky next time. Urgent courier to the capital 800 miles. General Qin's residence. Amo, ask for the Black Wind bandit survivors. They have all been wiped out. Lu Han led the Jin Yue and found the armory and ledgers in the bandit fort. That's enough evidence to convict Censor Liu. With both internal and external threats, only now is everything truly settled. Licorice root and melon are sweet and neutral in nature and harmonize with other medicines. All three of you have come from afar. Please try Beijing's home-brewed wheat ale. Shen Mo, when I examined your devices 5 years ago, I never imagined you'd accomplish so much. Beijing's 3 counties have turned from barren land into a northern pearl. Do you know what people in the capital call you now? What? Beijing Iron Forge. Even His Majesty mentioned it at court. Without the Marquis of Beijing, half the city's lands would be lost to foreigners. Without the 3 of you standing by me in court, I could never have made it this far. This cup is to you. Daddy, I've memorized the chapter on licorice root. Nayan, you're amazing. Tomorrow I'll teach you to recognize stars. Beijing's winter stars are even brighter than those in the capital. You're holding our son in your arms. It feels like a dream to me. It's not a dream. You got here step by step. The wind and snow still haven't stopped. But this family, this city and this land will never be scattered by the wind again. The door to that other world will probably never open again. That's okay, my family, my duty, they're all here now.